Seriously, what are you not getting here?
Tonight for this highly anticipated release of Girls Dancing Thanks everyone for coming. You just said that. You guys can actually purchase it now on Google Play, Amazon, and iTunes. So make sure to do that. The running time of the movie is like an hour and 15 minutes, and then we'll have a little Q&A, and I'm sure you guys will have lots of questions for us. And then the after party is at the Slipper Clutch. It is a cute punk dive bar, and it is walking distance from here. Okay.
Thank you, Robert. Robert Rowland over there. Our producer. Thank him. Big applause for this guy. Yeah.
Cody, that was awesome.
Yes, that was so much fun. Thank you guys. Yes.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. There's still quite a few people here. I'm glad. I know everybody was running to the restroom. So Rebecca is setting up the light right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and saying. Unbelievable. So while she's setting this up, they wanted to do just a quick Q&A. So what was the favorite thing that you got to do in the movie?
So definitely the waterboarding with the urine. That was so much fun. And I felt so bad for him too because it was in the middle of December and it was freezing outside. And also the part where we crucified him on the tree, we had to keep throwing the water on him. We'd do many takes of that. He was like shaking on the tree. And oh my gosh, I was like the only one that didn't get to get wet in the movie.
I feel bad.
Yes, I did, because I was literally like the only one that didn't get to get wet. Because also you've seen the part where all the girls had to get in the water and clean themselves off, and I got to be on the lookout with the gun, so I got to avoid that too. So I was like, oh yeah, you didn't get to get wet either, so that's good.
Yeah, I know. But I have a question. Did you, when you did the whole pee scene, right? Weren't you the one that thought you really had to pee on it?
Yeah, no, I definitely was. I was all for it. I was about ready. I was like, okay, let me just like drink something here. I was like, I don't know how much it's gonna be. They're like, oh no, we have
a whole bunch of water.
Well,
she thought it was for real.
No one told me otherwise. I was down.
Movie magic.
Yeah.
It was real, everybody. It was. It was.
Well, it could have been, but you know, they spoiled that. I was down though.
And Rebecca, what was your favorite thing that you got to do?
I got to replace Stormy Daniels.
And oh my God! By the way, you did so good. You were one of my favorite characters in the movie, and like they literally flew her in like last minute, like the night before. Like the Stormy Castle was like 10 o'clock at night or something, and then they flew her in like the morning of, and had to learn all of that quickly, and then did so fucking good too. Oh my God.
Oh, well,
Yes. Yeah, right? Oh my God, I love your character. You did so good.
So they called me up, and I'm at a hockey game, you know, in Vegas, and Christina's like, so, can you fly out tonight? I'm like, fuck no. But the next morning, I was on a plane flight. They gave me the scene to learn. I get there, it's not the scene we're doing. I had no idea on my dialogue. So
Actually, we were all sitting in a bar brainstorming who we could fly out. Like that night, we're like, who do you know that could? Yeah, and you were it. Like you were amazing.
And you answered the call.
I did answer the call. I did.
She did.
Very impressive.
So what was your favorite thing?
Oh well,
And was the baby there with you too?
This is Cheeto. She didn't make that trip. She came to the next time we filmed in Texas for a pilot called Cottages that's coming up. Cheeto's in that. But yeah, I mean, I'm a stunt slut, so like I love the fight scenes. We actually like choreographed it the night before. We were just like fucking around by the dumpster while everyone was like smoking cigarettes. And yeah, and the next time we went in, we were like, yeah, we have this whole fight.
Throwing blows at each other.
Yeah.
going
Like, oh
over
wow,
and
so I guess that move is called like a hurricane when you like get on someone's shoulders and like flip them over.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was just us like kind of monkeying around, and they're like, yeah, no, do that tomorrow. I'm like, sweet. And then we did it like 30 times. I'm like, I'm exhausted. Now I see why stunt people are only stunt people and not also the actors. But yeah, it was so fun. But also your piecing was so fun. That was, because again, it was all happening in real time, and she's like, yeah, I drank so much water, I'm so ready. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, we have tea here for you. She's like, yeah, to drink? And I was like, no, don't drink that.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. Okay. So anything else that she's being so cute now?
Oh my God, no, there is something
She's
else
the
actually.
happiest person.
Oh,
He's just bouncy all over.
thank you so much. There is one other cool thing too. So did you guys remember that part where I shot the arrow at, was it Brian? No, that was his real name. Kevin. Okay, yes, Kevin. So yeah, Brian's the one I peed on. Sorry. So yeah, still stuck there. But anyway, so no, but Brian though, because he was like the main stunt guy. Before we had done that shot with Kevin, he was telling me to go ahead and really shoot the arrow at his head, because he was like also he was like, oh, go ahead, like just do it. And I was like, oh, okay. It was like windy outside all this stuff too. I was so scared. I went ahead and I did it too. The second one, we lost my arrow, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing any more of these. But that was pretty epic. At least I got to say I shot an arrow right by somebody's face. So that was kind of cool.
Sounds like she's the one addicted to the stunt stuff. You know? It's just,
No, like I kind of regret even doing that, because what if that went wrong? Like if the wind would have pushed in the wrong direction, I would have shot him in the face. I still think about that sometimes. Even my mom was like, what were you doing? What were you thinking even doing that? Like, even if he told you to do it. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. I'm never doing that again.
And welcome to the low budget film life.
And does anybody out there have any questions while the ladies are up here? I'm trying to see a hand.
How long did the fight scene take to rehearse?
How long did the fight scene take to rehearse?
Me personally, we were like just fucking around the night before, like a few minutes.
Because you choreographed it.
Yeah. Well, like we both work in stunt, so it's like you kind of have your like wheelhouse of things, and then you're like, oh yeah, let's go over this, and you're like, okay, cool, we're good. So yeah.
And you shot it all day long? Over
Yeah, well then we shot it for a while, because you know you're trying to get like all the good angles and stuff.
Right.
I mean, just that one move was just like really exhausting.
Really
That
exhausting.
was awesome though. When you flipped them around, that was bad.
Go ahead and yell. I can see a hand, but I can't
So
see.
Cody, this question is for you. What was your backstory for your character and the origin of your...
The backstory for
So
your
we
character.
filmed this like I don't know,
There's
maybe
a
like
story here.
2 years ago, and I didn't really understand anything. So I thought like it was like more serious. So if you see like as we shoot, it gets like goofier and goofier, because I thought I was gonna come in and be like the badass character, which is why I brought like that outfit. And then I met Cleo, and I was like, oh shit, she's the badass one. So like, who am I? And then I was like, oh, I'm like the weird German Russian one. Like the accent kind of transforms over time. Yeah, the foreign exchange hooker. And I think there was a line in there that was supposed to be like, oh, like someone's like, oh, quit doing accents to like make more money, and I'm like, shut up, like my accents are great or something, but it didn't make it in, so it's just very confusing for everybody.
What was your craziest favorite scene of the movie?
Favorite scene of the movie?
You dying and the selfie thing is really funny when you're like, what aren't you getting? That's like my favorite when you flip that.
Yeah, I like that one
For
too.
me, I like the Kaiser scenes. I like when Kaiser like going down the hall, like kick her in the ass, comes out, kicks her in the ass, and he goes back and shoots everybody. I don't know. I like a lot of the fighting stuff in it. I don't know, but his parts were so funny. Oh my god.
Also, like just the gratuitous nudity, like especially in the beginning, you're like, are we watching a porn or are we watching a movie? I'm so excited. I don't know, either way.
Yeah, I thought I was showing up for a Cinemax movie, and my top never came out. I'm like, why? I don't get it. Also, it's fine.
Your butt on the piano is hilarious.
Well, did you see that candle behind me, which is a real candle, and it had all this hairspray in? I backed up, whoosh.
What?
Yeah, I heard the sizzle. I smelled the burn. I didn't feel it.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, just the red. I'm a brunette now. Anyone else? Oh, over here.
Is this the first time you saw the movie, and what is different than what you expected it to be?
It's the first time I saw the movie. I just knew I was a madam at a brothel, and I trained my girls to be assassins. I had no idea what the rest of the storyline was. So
Just your parts.
just my part. Well, that's all I needed to know.
Because you only got it you had the script the night before, so that was crazy.
Yeah, I just had my sides.
Yeah. We actually got to go to the premiere in Texas, and that was like super fun.
Yeah, that was so much fun. So yeah, we did get to already see it, but actually there's a few things that were different. And also when Jamie died, where is Jamie?
Where is she?
Did she leave? Oh my God, there you are. Where are you up here in the Q&A?
Yeah, where's Christine?
We were in the bathroom holding
So yeah, I've seen they added in that part where they like sliced her throat or something too, and then like some of the editing stuff. But we were both shocked to see that. I'm like, what? Oh my God.
Also, favorite moments, Jamie, when you're like you get up in that park like 100 times. So hilarious.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
That is my favorite too. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And we're up here like all nervous.
And Jamie plays like such the straight man in that. Like, oh, well, you're both Jamie, but the guy Jamie, you know, he's like such a straight man, and you're like, yeah, it's great.
Here, you want this?
Is this a homage to Russ Meyer films, or tribute to Russ Meyer, you think?
That sounds like a fancy question. I think it's just like, it's definitely just an ode to like every sort of like trashy grindhouse feature, you know, like just taking everything like a little step further and making fun of it.
I think somebody said it best earlier. It's like a National Lampoon's movie.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, yeah.
And boobs, so many boobs.
And boom, sorry. National Lampoon.
Or jugs. They're so special.
Anyone else? I'm trying to make sure I see all hands. What's that?
Well, I think you should at least call Robert to the stage.
Oh yeah. Our producer, Robert, can you come up here, please? None of this would be possible without you.
It definitely wouldn't be possible without you. So you're happy you finally did it, and that your 2 premieres are done, over with, and you're standing up here with beautiful ladies that want to say thank you.
I mean, I thank these guys, I thank all of you guys, and again, they just did a great job. I mean, we recast this thing basically in the last 2 weeks. So Cody came in like 10 days before we shot. Again, Rebecca keeps bringing up the story that Stormy Daniels was supposed to show up on day 4. And we were all at a bar going, okay, man, we did all the action scenes, we're ready. And I look at the director and I go, the only thing that could fuck us now is that if Stormy Daniels doesn't show. 5 minutes later, Stormy Daniels texted me saying she could have shot. But it was cool, we all kept our heads, we were gonna make Cody like the madam and her play twins. She didn't know that. But Rebecca got on the phone.
Yeah, thank
And she got on a plane the next morning, and it all worked out. She did wonderful. All these guys did great. Britney came in for an audition. She did great. And again, I couldn't be more proud of all of them. And as far as if this is an homage to something, it's me just making the movie I wanted to make.
Well, and Robert, this is from all of us as a thank you for creating this
Giving us the opportunity.
Sweet, more
opportunity.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So after this, we're all walking over to the Slipper Clutch. It's walking distance. I don't know the address. Just follow the herd.
One last thing, I don't know if Christine left or something, but I wish she was up here. And Cleo Valentine, we really much appreciate everything she did. She kicked ass. I mean, we threw her into that role like, I think a day and a half before we were supposed to film because another actress quit. And she came in and just killed it. And then Cherie DeVille for coming to Houston for a one-day shoot. I mean, that scene where he keeps going, you know, did you hear her? That scene was because we were 5 minutes short of a feature. So we did a 5-minute scene that just kept going, and it's very obnoxious. But I like it a lot. It makes me laugh. So, again, that's my story.
Thank you so much, and see everybody at the Slipper Clutch That's 2 blocks away. We're all going.
Seriously, what are you not getting here? Seriously, what are you not getting here?
Seriously, what are you not getting here?